Coin on.
Hello, YouTube coin community. It's me, Robert with CoinOp. Still getting over a little bit of a cold, but I figured I'd go ahead and try and do a video. What I want to do this video is I'm going to take and I'm going to concentrate on the year 1960 only. And I'm going to concentrate on the proof. So if you have a 1960 proof set, you might want to get it out because there's a lot of varieties for that year. I'm only going to go through a few of them, show you some of the better ones. I'll give you pricing and things of that nature. However, just to give you an example on a 60 proof set, for the obverse of a 1960 cent, there's 6 obverses, and there's also 6 reverses, the backsides, that could potentially have double dice on them. For the nickel, there's 13 obverse, 19 reverse. I got for the dime, there's 17 obverses that could be a double die and 5 reverses that could be double dies. For the quarter, there's 8 obverses and 9 reverses that can be a double die. And for the half dollar, you've got 9 obverses and 11 reverses. It's a lot of double dies to be looking for. Each one of them are going to be worth various amounts of money. The stronger they are, of course, the better they'll be valued. And also if they're in the cherry picker's guide or not, because a few of them are in the cherry picker's guide. I'll point that out to you as we go. However, if you have your birth year that you would like me to possibly do a video on, depending on if they have varieties for those years, I'd be happy to do it. So leave a comment down below for your birth year, and I'll see if I can get to it. Now, I'm just trying this to see how it works. If it works out good, we'll run with it, and maybe you'll see your year. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you a few of them from the year 1960. Oh, yeah, great year, my birth year. In 1960, the Lincoln Cent started out with a design that we now know as the small date. This die created a lot of die chips, so the mint ended up making a large date hub that you will see. This here is the large over the small date. Now here I'm just guessing, but I'm figuring whoever took and had the small dates, they figured they could just take and hub over it with the large date hub, and they would take and be able to extend the life of that die. As you can see here, this is where we got the large over the small date proof Lincoln Cent. Pricing of the large over the small date, in a proof 63, they start at about $75, and they can go all the way up to $8,500 for a proof 69. Now, if you get those in a cameo, they are going to be a little more expensive. Now, the next one we're going to look at is just the opposite. This is the small over the large date proof Lincoln Cent. It's apparent that the small date hubs were not discarded, even though they were no longer supposed to be using them, and somehow one of the large dates was inadvertently touched up and a small date was squeezed over top of it, which produced this coin here, the small over large date 1960 proof. Now they range anywhere from about $100 in a 63, and they go up to about $4,000 in a 69, with the prices pretty much doubling when you get into cameo and deep cameo. So you want to be looking out for those, even though a lot of them have not been found in that grade. Now we're going to move on to the Jefferson nickel proof. Now this one here, the one that I picked to highlight, is the triple die reverse. It's also a Phoebus Stanton, and it's got a nice triple die reverse on it. Now don't forget, there's 13 obverses and 19 reverses that can have some form of doubling or tripling on them. The prices on those range from $75 in a proof 63, and they go up to about $1,000 for a cameo proof 67. The next one here is the 1960 Roosevelt dime double die obverse. This is a Phoebus Stanton FS 102. Now I like it because maybe I've found a few of them. I just found one within the last few months, but it's got a beautiful, beautiful spread all the way around the date, and it's just all over the entire obverse. Don't forget, on the 10 cent, you can get 16 obverses and 5 reverses that could have doubling. But for this one here, the FS 102, the prices range from a 63 at about $120, and they go all the way up to a 68 at $2,500. Again, if you get a cameo or a deep cameo, which none are known to exist, I'm certain the prices would be much higher. For those of you who enjoy the Washington Quarter, this next one comes from one of the admins we have on the CoinOp group in Facebook, our very own Gary Wagner. I'm not sure when he discovered this. However, nice find, Gary. I'm going to have to also guesstimate the value of this only because there's really no true value to it. But I'd say that in a mint state 63, this should be worth between $50 and $75, going up to say a 67 in the Cameo, being worth between $300 and $400. Again, congratulations to my good friend Gary Wagner. Now, the last one we're going to look at for the 1960 proof sets is the 50-cent Franklin half dollar. This one here is the Feva Stanton FS 101. Now, this has a nice spread, I think, all the way around Liberty. You can see it all over the LBIBERTY, and you can see it nicely on the date itself. Now, I think this is a nice double die, but I really don't think that it's been that popular, and the pricing shows that. In a Proof 63, it usually only runs about $45, and in a 67, it can get up to $250 with the Cameo being about $425. But they only have them in 67, so this is one that you definitely want to look at your Cameos. It'll be a little tougher to see. However, it should command a much higher price. And there you have it. This is from the year I was born, 1960. This is what you can find in your proof sets. So if you happen to have any 1960 proof sets, go in and take a real close look. There's a lot of them that are very valuable, actually. A few $1,000s extra if you happen to find them. I had just bought a bunch of proofs this past, I think it was late summer, and I just bought a bunch of them to resell. And in one of the 1960 proof sets was the Roosevelt dime, the Feva Stanton FS 102. It took I'll put it to you this way: I was able to sell it and get back all my money for almost every proof that I had bought that day, which I bought about 30 sets. So it is very valuable. You can definitely find them in the proof sets. And 1960 is the one I picked because mainly it was my birth year. I hope you take and give me a birth year that you might have, that I can do a video on that if there's some that has varieties. Now, not all of them do have varieties, but I will take and do some of the homework, and I'll look for them, and I'll get as many of them as I can. If you do have a suggestion on maybe some other content, maybe you want me to do a decade or a year, maybe a top 5 or 10 or 20, whatever the suggestion may be. If it's coin related, please let me know. Now, me and Daniel Malone from Coin Help You, we're taking and getting together twice a month. That's every month. We're planning on doing it on Mondays. We'll be streaming. I believe it's going to be 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to try and keep it to a half an hour or an hour, but it will be a live, just a chat session between me and Daniel. We're picking different topics to talk about to try and help you, the subscriber in the hobby, to keep you from getting in trouble and maybe buying from some of the bad coins or some not so reputable people. Me and Daniel both, we enjoy this hobby and we try to give out nothing but good information. Okay, I think that's going to end it on this one here. So, if you do me a favor, if you do have a suggestion, go down in the comments, leave me a little comment on something corn related, and I'll see if I can't get that together for you. I hope you like this video. We hope you subscribe and share it with your friends. Hit the bell if you'd like to be around when we go live. Now, every Wednesday, we go live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to do an auction. It usually lasts between 1 and 2 hours. And then on Fridays at 3 p.m., we also do another live auction. And we also, every other Friday, we will have an auction at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we're going to be teaming up with Joe Durbin, and once a month, probably we'll be doing a live auction with him where he'll have some items, I'll have some items. Now, why do we do that? That way there, Joe may have different items than I have for sale that you might like. Even though I try to bring a nice variety of coins for sale for you guys, this just adds a little bit of something that maybe he has that I don't have. As I say, me and Daniel's going to be doing some chats to help everybody. So I think that'll do it on this video. So I hope you do enjoy it. And I hope you hit the subscription button and you join us. We're trying to have just a wonderful time and help you learn more about the hobby. So take care. Have a wonderful week. And as I always like to say, everybody, Happy hunting.